In the mid-20th century, amid the throes of the Cold War, a complex and tumultuous event unfolded in the Southeast Asian nation of Indonesia. This period, marked by political unrest and ideological clashes, set the stage for the uprising of the Indonesian Communist Party, known as the PKI. This uprising, which took place in 1965, stands as one of the most significant events in Indonesia's modern history. The year was 1945. The world was recovering from the devastation of the Second World War, and Indonesia had just emerged from 300 years of Dutch colonial rule. It was in this climate of change and uncertainty that the PKI began to gain traction. The party, which had been established in the early 20s, sought to implement a communist regime in Indonesia, a vision that was met with fierce opposition from various quarters. Fast forward to 1965. The PKI, under the leadership of DN Adit, had become the third largest communist party in the world. However, the party's increasing influence and radical ideology had alarmed both the Indonesian military and the United States, which was in the midst of its own war against communism in Vietnam. In the early hours of October 1st, 1965, a group of military officers, later known as the September 30th Movement, launched an attempted coup. They kidnapped and killed 6 high-ranking army generals, accusing them of plotting to overthrow President Sukarno. The PKI was implicated in this plot, and in the aftermath of the failed coup, a violent anti-communist purge swept across the country. Over the following months, the military, led by General Suharto, orchestrated a systematic campaign against the PKI. Hundreds of thousands of people, suspected of being communists or sympathizers, were murdered in what is now considered one of the worst mass killings of the 20th century. By March 1966, the PKI was effectively disbanded, and Suharto had assumed control of the government, marking the beginning of his 32-year-long rule. The PKI uprising and its aftermath have had far-reaching implications for Indonesia. The event marked a significant turning point in the country's history, leading to a shift in political power and a chilling legacy of violence and repression. To sum up, the PKI uprising was a complex and turbulent event in Indonesia's history. It began with the rise of the PKI in the aftermath of World War II, culminated in the attempted coup of 1965, and ended with the violent anti-communist purge led by the military. The event marked a significant shift in Indonesia's political landscape and has left a lasting impact on the nation. Remember, history isn't just about dates and events. It's about understanding the forces that shape our world, the decisions that lead to monumental changes, and the echoes of these changes that resonate in our present.